Thank you, Meghna. To our top story, viewers, with Gujarat gearing up to vote in the final phase, Gaali politics is exploding. Prime Minister Modi came all guns blazing and slammed the Congress and company for taking political discourse to a new low amid the election battle. In an unsparing attack, Prime Minister Modi said there is a competition going on in the Congress as to who can abuse me more. Slamming the Congress, Prime Minister Modi said that those who never believed in the existence of Lord Ram, those who doubted his existence, have now brought in Raavan from Ramayana with the sole intention to insult Ram Bhakts. Drawing the line, Prime Minister Modi said it was not okay to call someone Raavan in the land of Ram Bhakts. The fierce attack by Prime Minister Modi comes days after newly elected Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge branded him Ravan. Listen into what Kharge said and then PM Modi's sharp attack.
हर वक्त अपनी ही बात करते हैं। आप किसी को मत देखो, मोदी को देखकर वोट दो। अब भाई तुम्हारे को तुम्हारी सूरत कितनी बार देखना? कारपोरेशन में भी तुम्हारी सूरत देखना, एमएलए इलेक्शन भी तुम्हारी सूरत देखना, एमपी इलेक्शन में भी तुम्हारी सूरत देखना। हर जगह कितने हैं भाई? क्या आपके रावण के जैसा 100 मुख है? क्या है?
અને કોંગ્રેસ પાર્ટી એને ખબર નથી કે આ રામ ભક્તોનું ગુજરાત છે. આપણે જાણીએ છીએ કે આ કોંગ્રેસ પાર્ટી એ રામના અસ્તિત્વને સ્વીકાર નથી કરતી. આ કોંગ્રેસ પાર્ટી અયોધ્યામાં ભગવાન રામ મંદિરને પણ ભવ્ય રામ મંદિરમાં પણ એનો વિશ્વાસ નથી. આ કોંગ્રેસ પાર્ટી એને તો રામ સેતુ સામે વાંધો. એવી કોંગ્રેસ પાર્ટી મને ગાળો બોલવા માટે રામાયણમાંથી રાવણને લઈ આવી. બોલો.
Now, it's not the first time, viewers, that Kharge has trained guns at Prime Minister Modi. He had branded him Jhutho ka Sardar earlier in a rally. Kharge is not the only one, though. Prime Minister Modi cited several instances where Congress netas did not mince words to abuse him. From "we will show Modi his aukat" to "Modi will die a dog's death," the Prime Minister revealed Congress's list of abuse. The opposition says PM Modi is raking up the Ram-Ravan issue because he does not have anything else to speak about. He is not talking about key issues like unemployment, price rise or anything else. This is PM Modi's desperation, which is why he is out on the streets.
इस देश में बेरोजगारी के रावण को हटना चाहिए या नहीं? इस देश में महंगाई के रावण का खात्मा होना चाहिए या नहीं? इस देश में संविधान पर हमला करने वाली हर ताकत को रावण की दृष्टि से देखा जाना चाहिए या नहीं? सवाल बस इतना.
There is no reason why the BJP should shy away from talking about main issues, whether it's farmers, middle class, GST implementation, economy, unemployment, malnutrition, farmers vote. They have no responsibility to give. Therefore, they always fall back on personality issues.
चुनाव में, चुनावी सभाओं में बहुत सारी बातें होती हैं. इससे ही स्पष्ट होता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पास कोई नेतृत्व नहीं है, कोई सोच नहीं है और हर जगह एक ही चेहरे से चुनाव लड़ करके कहीं ना कहीं पूरे राजनीति को प्रदूषित करने का काम कर रहे हैं. ये संदर्भ उनका ये रहा है, रावण नहीं कहा है. और इस तरह से भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने को प्रस्तुत करके कहीं ना कहीं वो जो सोच है.
राम इज यूनिवर्सल, ही इज ए भगवान. वी ऑल वर्शिप राम. In our Guru Granth Sahib, there is every page has 3 times it is mentioned Ram, Ram, Ram. So it's very, very unfortunate when the Honorable Prime Minister indulges himself.
Weighing in on this, Amit Shah launched a blistering attack on the Congress and said that Gujarat will make the Grand Old Party bite the dust for insulting son of Gujarat. Even Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath reminded voters how Congress has always been against Hindu Astha and opposed Ram Mandir.
देखिए, जितनी भी बार गुजरात में प्रधानमंत्री जी के खिलाफ कांग्रेस ने अपशब्द उपयोग किया, उतनी बार हर बार गुजरात की जनता ने बैलेट बॉक्स के अंदर जवाब दिया है। इस बार भी इसका जवाब, मोदी जी के अपमान का जवाब गुजरात की जनता जरूर देगी।
कांग्रेस कभी नहीं चाहती थी कि अयोध्या में राम मंदिर बने, क्योंकि कांग्रेस तो उसमें मुख्य बैरियर थी। जैसे ही जनता जनार्दन ने बैरियर हटाया, मोदी जी ने निर्णय लिया और अयोध्या में भगवान राम के भव्य मंदिर के निर्माण का कार्य प्रारंभ हो गया।
Let's open this up. RP Singh, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, R. Rajgopalan, senior journalist, Sanjay Jha, author, Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, and Huda Zariwala completes the panel. Tehseen Poonawala, I want to begin by asking you, Prime Minister Modi at his rallies 2-3 days ago was talking about development. Then you have Mr. Kharge hurling the Raavan jibe and the PM responding with Ram Ban attack. You've handed him on a platter.
Look, here's the problem. When the most honorable Prime Minister uses absolutely language that is deplorable for somebody on a constitutional post, whether it is Didi or Didi in West Bengal, whether it is calling Mrs. Gandhi Jersey cow, Rahul Gandhi hybrid bachra, whether it is saying Congress ki vidwa ki tarah ro rahi thi, nobody attacks him. Do you know, Pranesh, that the word Baut ka Saudagar was first used by the Chief Minister of Gujarat before the Congress used it in September 2002? And I'm quoting from the Times of India, not from any other newspaper, or calling my friend Shashi Tharoor's late 550 crore ki girlfriend. That does not behove the Prime Minister's office. But I agree that the Prime Minister is fantastic politically of playing the victim card and turning things around. The question is not who's saying what. The question is, has the people who built the Morbi Bridge, the Ajanta owners, been arrested? Yes or no? Are their names in the FIR? And was crores of rupees spent when the Prime Minister went for sympathy, including 2 crore rupees on event management? When people who died, the Prime Minister went? That is the question. Prime Minister Gaali खा रहे, हमें बुरा लग रहा है. हमारे थाली में खाना नहीं, उसकी बात करें Prime Minister.
RP Singh, playing the victim card, says Tehseen Poonawala, that this is desperate politics, that you've run out of issues.
Well, they use abusive language. They use all the selected cuss words against the Prime Minister. It's not the first time. Maut ka Saudagar was one. Tokde tokde kar denge, neech aadmi, औकात क्या है, they can keep doing it whatever they want to. People of Gujarat understand, and they know who are Ram Bhakts, who are not, who are people who are against Ram. And then Prime Minister just reminded people of that who filed an application in court that Ram doesn't exist. It was Sonia Gandhi led UPA which filed an application on case of Ram Setu and said Ram doesn't exist. One. Secondly, who are the people who were opposing the Ram Mandir in the court? They said, oh, don't allow Ram Mandir to come till 2019, let the addition of the Ram Mandir happen after 2019 elections. They were trying to tie up with the elections. But this is on record. And then who are the people who spoke about Hindu terror in this country first time? Rahul Gandhi to the ambassador of the America said that Hindu terror is a bigger threat than the Lashkar-e-Toba. Not only that, the Home Minister, former Home Minister said, Hindustan ko Hindu terror se khatra hai. So they have been ongoingly...
No, we had seen all of this, but Mr. Rajagopalan, the point that I'm trying to make, here you have the Congress party virtually giving it to the BJP. That look, by calling him Ravan, they are inviting all of this. And after PM says, here is a party that doubted the existence of Lord Ram, denied Ram Mandir, opposed it. They are now taking Ravan from Ramayana to attack me. I am a Ram Bhakt. This is what PM has said. Mr. Rajagopalan.
Pranesh, Narendra Modi is best to convert the crisis into an opportunity. Whatever the opposition says, he is ready to turn the table against them. My understanding is Mr. A.K. Anthony report of 2014, which I have a copy of it, speaks about Congress should not go after majority community or insult the Hindu gods. Why should Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, who has played a self-goal game, because it is going to affect him in Karnataka also, not only in Gujarat. Mallikarjun Kharge has given 10 extra seats to BJP because of his foul mouth and motor mouth. My understanding is 10 seats Congress was to win, but by Mallikarjun Kharge's bad commentary on Narendra Modi, he has given in a silver platter to Congress, from Congress to BJP. Now BJP's winning tally will be 150 or 140, 145 like that.
And the reason I asked you that question, Mr. Rajagopalan, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, and I'll come back to you, because look at these pictures. These are live pictures from Ahmedabad, and look at the number of people lined up on either side of the road to welcome, cheer and support Prime Minister Modi. The BJP says that look at the outpouring of emotions and love for him. And this is after the Raavan attack by the Congress party.
The Congress people have lost their game, I say. That is why they are coming with a lot of negative publicity things. Apart from that, same Mallikarjun Kharge was a member of the cabinet when they submitted an affidavit to Supreme Court. T.R. Balu, the minister for shipping, said that Ram was not a BE engineer. Was he a BE engineer, Bachelor of Engineering? Did he study any engineering college? Like that they quipped. So therefore, they got the, in 2019, 2017, all the elections have got Congress totally defeated. My understanding is Congress should not do this type of foul-mouthed talk.
But now that they have done, will it cost the Congress? Huda Zariwala, will this become the niche moment? Is Ravan the new niche for Congress party?
Well, good evening, and thank you for the question. I believe that, both the BJP and Congress are giving undue importance to the entire matter. I mean, when was the last time the BJP, or even for that matter, the Congress in this election of Gujarat state spoke about actual issues? Spoke about issues that matter. The Morbi incident, for instance, which speaks about blatant corruption of the BJP, or the issues on health, the issues on education, and the issues that actually matter to the Janta of Gujarat. Aam Aadmi Party on
but Ms. Zariwala, you are saying this is a non-issue. The BJP says Hindu faith, Hindu Astha is an issue for them, an important one for them.
Absolutely, as important as that may be. I mean, if they are giving undue importance to this very comment, does that not show how rattled the BJP is with an insult that should not even have mattered to them in the first place? I mean, we all know that the Prime Minister Modi ji is a tall standing figure for the people of Gujarat. So should this even be an issue for the BJP? Should they instead not woo the voters with issues that matter
RP
to
Singh,
the
come
voters?
in. Why are you getting back to Ram Mandir, Ram again? Have you run out of issues?
Not at all, Pranesh. We have spoken about all the issues. Our manifesto speaks about all the issues. Yes, only in Gujarat that farmers get loan without interest. Yes, can I complete? I never interrupted you, ma'am. Please be civilized here. I mean, this is times now. So I was saying that we ensure that farmers should get loan without interest. We ensure that the girl child should be taken care. The Gujarat government has done a lot in the last few years, but how will one bear, or Gujaratis bear, that the son of the soil is compared or called by the name of Ravana? When Ravana is not a hero for the Indians at all, and not at all for any Gujarati. And then their staunch Ram Bhakt is known. And then the shadow of Gota is still in their mind, how the Ram Bhakts were burnt alive in the train. So my concern is that why shall Congress get into this again and again? Why shall they use such foul language against the son of the soil, the Prime Minister of the country, who was earlier CM of the same state, who has served the people of the state, and people of the state have been blessing him again and again. But that's how Congress is. They use such language. I said there's almost 79 cuss words which they have used against the Prime Minister in different stages and different times. So that's what Congress is, because
but cuss words we've discussed in the past. That look, the Congress will say that even the BJP has used cuss words against. But RP Singh, today today it has gone beyond curse words. This is now Ravan versus Ram. I mean, the contest has become that. Mr. Kharge calling Prime Minister Modi Ravan, Prime Minister hitting back saying, look, here is someone who did not believe in Lord Ram. They are now calling me Ravan. Sanjay Jha joining the panel a little late though. Mr. Jha, what's your understanding? Why did the Congress give this on a platter to the BJP? And now they are saying, look, Ram Mandir is not an issue. Why is PM talking about Lord Ram, Ram Setu, etc.?
Pranesh, first and foremost, my apologies because I got late at the appointment, which is why I'm taking your interview in the car, because I would have felt pretty bad if I wasn't there at all. Can you hear me clearly, Pranesh?
Loud and clear. Yes, Mr. Jha.
All right. My short answer would be this. I think every political party, every leader has a responsibility to ensure that our political dialogue, conversations, or guftagu, whatever you want to call it, has a certain minimum acceptable standard that doesn't make our public feel that our politicians are unworthy of being in parliament, etc. Now, I'll give you one example. I agree that it is wrong to call each other names or do any muckraking. But, you know, there is my colleague and a friend, Renuka Chaudhary, very pertinently pointed out that the BJP has made a lot of noise on Mr. Kharge referring to Mr. Modi as Ravan, but Mr. Modi himself in the House, in Parliament, referred to her as Supernekha. You know, I mean, what I'm trying to tell you here is not whataboutery, Pranesh. You know, every leader, especially the Prime Minister, I believe a country's character is determined by the way the Prime Minister sets the pace or other leaders set the pace. But there has been an abysmal collapse in the quality of dialogue we have in our country. You know, if I tell RP Singh right now, and RP Singh is a moderate man, he and I occasionally get into a slugfest on television shows, but I generally feel that he's a decent man. If I tell RP Singh right now that Ashwini Chaubey called Rahul Gandhi a Nali ka Kira when campaigning, RP Singh will turn around and tell me that somebody called Mr. Modi XYZ.
That's precisely the point that I made, Sanjay Jha, that this has now gone beyond cuss words. Here you have phase 1 polling happened today, and ahead of the decisive phase 2 in Gujarat, look at the shots that we have from Ahmedabad. Prime Minister Modi with, people out in large numbers to welcome him. The BJP says that this is the response or sign of the response or the result that Congress will have to face come result day, December 8th.
Pranesh, I'll tell you, I will be with you on December 8th, Pranesh. I will definitely be there on Times Now. And I want to tell you, the people of Gujarat or the people of India, I think have essentially become so disillusioned or disenchanted with our entire political ecosystem. No exceptions, by the way. I'm not going to be, partisan here. Because all political parties, even if it's one or two from one party, more from the others, everyone is to some extent guilty. And I do believe that the people of India have seen through, these
but the
petty
pictures
remarks,
are speaking otherwise, Mr. Jha. The pictures are speaking another story. I mean, if people were disenchanted, you would not have thousands lining up on roads. Mr. Raja Gopalan?
Mr. Sanjay Jha is my dearest friend. Sanjay Jha is my dearest friend. Though we take cudgels at often and on, disappointment. 2014, did you get disappointment, Mr. Jha? 2019, did not the people vote for Mr. Modi and decimate the Congress? In 2022, what happened in Uttar Pradesh? 293 seats, Congress lost deposit. A.K. Anthony report of 2014 Congress defeat, the 8 pages, I have the copy. Mr. Anthony himself gave me that. In that he said, please do not irritate the majority community. Please do not irritate the Hindu gods. Why Mr. Kharge did not read that report of his own senior colleague, Mr. A.K. Anthony? That is why he packed off everything and gone to Kerala. A.K. Anthony does not want to live in Delhi, Pranesh, because of this foul mouth and bad mouth of Mallikarjun Kharge and Manishankara here.
Pranesh, can I make a short
Yeah, sure.
Pranesh,
that's for you. Yeah. I'm coming to you, Tehseen, after Sanjay Jha.
Just one point. Mr. Rajagopalan, I mean, you and I have met and spoken, but can I tell you what Mr. Modi said in the last 2017 election? I think when Mr. Modi alluded, and he alluded very explicitly that Dr. Manmohan Singh and members of the Indian Army and very distinguished people who have been part of Indian bureaucracy and government were actually siding with Pakistan, trying to conspire to bring about a Muslim chief minister in Gujarat. You know, it was basically making Dr. Manmohan Singh, such a distinguished man, look like an anti-national. And you were accusing him, Mr. Modi accused him of conspiring with Pakistan to create a puppet chief minister in Gujarat. You think there has ever been a lower political conversation in India, lower than that? Can you imagine a ruling prime minister ridiculing through the most malicious, malignant campaign
like this,
against
Sanjay
a former
Jha.
prime minister?
I know that, you know, it's all happening there. What Mr. Sanjay Jha is repeating is old stories. You be in 2022, don't be in 2014. Come on.
Excuse me, you talk of 2014, I'm talking about 2017. I'm more updated than you.
2022, we are in 2023, we are in G20.
That's a
we
problem.
We are in G20.
We are all in echo chambers,
5G.
Mr. Rajagopalan. That's a problem.
We are in 5G. We are in 2020.
We are polarized.
We are in Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting is being held in India. Internationally, Mr. Modi has been recognized. If Mr. Congress leader Pranesh, I tell you, if Mr. Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge speaks, it gives more impetus to Mr. Narendra Modi. He gets 10 more seats. Why should Congress get into this type of bad-mouthing, Pranesh?
The more the Congress is abusing Prime Minister Modi, Tehseen, answer that. The more the Congress is abusing Prime Minister Modi, it is working to BJP's advantage.
This is all a spin, and you can give this spin any way you want.
This is what Mr. Rajagopalan is saying. I mean, it's
yes, I'll answer it. I've come in after a long time. I'll answer it.
There's a lot of things I want to answer. Every election proved it.
The spin has proven again and again. Spin has proven in every election. You say the spin on ground.
If I'm allowed to speak, I'll speak. Otherwise, you all please
every
make your
election, the result proves
because there's so
otherwise.
much lag that then it gets disturbed, and my
No, make your point. Yeah, you make your point. Then I'll bring in Mr. RP.
I'll just make my point.
Go ahead.
Just a lot of points to make. Number one, Mr. Singh and Rajagopalan sir said we've seen this in every election. No, that's not true. There have been more elections, at least between 2017 to 2019, before the Lok Sabha elections, that the Congress won. How the BJP formed government with the help of ED and CBI, we know that. But the fact is the Congress actually won more elections than the BJP won. Now let's come to the second point. Mr. Rajagopalan refuted Sanjay Jha, saying that, look, let's not talk about 2017. Even if I were to take that logic of Rajagopalanji, for whom I have a lot of respect, the then sitting Prime Minister of our country, our Prime Minister Pranesh, said that a former Prime Minister and the Chief of the Indian Army was involved in treason against our country. Either the Prime Minister is duty bound to take Manmohan Singh Ji to court and arrest him for sedition, or he has to apologize to this country for lying on charges of sedition. What do you call that to the
Now, I'm sure RP Singh would turn around and say that Rahul Gandhi has to apologize.
Pranesh, I've come in after a long time. Please, I have to make more points. You, Pranesh, said that look at the visuals of the Prime Minister's rally and look at the crowds that are coming up. I request you, Pranesh, please join me. Please join me. I'll message Rahul and Priyanka. Please come with me, Pranesh. This is an open invitation, and see the crowds at Bharat Jodo. See the crowds at Bharat Jodo without a paisa being
now, Tehseen, going by your law. I'm glad
that
you brought it. Going by this logic, then why is the Congress saying that the Prime Minister has hit the streets in desperation? But Tehseen, then the Congress should be saying this. The Congress leaders are saying, Tehseen, Congress leaders are saying that this is the desperation now showing. The Prime Minister had to do this as a last resort.
Hold on for a second.
Sir, I'll just see, Mr. Singh, if you speak, I really can't hear you because there's such a bad lag in the times of Zoom.
No, he's answering to the point that you just raised.
Let me finish my point. When you answer, I didn't interrupt you. Why are you talking in between? Just give me 10 seconds, yeah? Okay, now to the next point. Desperation, not desperation, just let's talk on facts. RTI by Gujarat government reveals that while the Prime Minister goes for half an hour to meet people who've died, spends 5.5 crore rupees, include 50 lakhs on photography. You give me 5.5 crore rupees.
The Congress party should make it a poll issue, go to the people, let them decide. Why are you complaining here, Tehseen? RP Singh, respond to what he's saying.
I am asking you whose money is being spent here on Prime Minister's rally. This is your money, my money.
Answer that, Mr. RP Singh.
I invite you, Mr. Punewala, I invite you with your dear friend Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra, your relative, to Gujarat, to Ahmedabad, and hold a show like this, hold a road show like this. If you can gather 1/20th of this crowd, I'll quit public life. Sir, people
Is that a challenge?
want to see.
I will get more crowds.
Just
Give me the
leaders
budget.
are coming to Gujarat. Your leaders are not coming to Gujarat. They are scared of coming to Gujarat.
No,
Your
what did you
leaders are
just
scared
say?
of coming
You will
to
get the,
Gujarat.
no, you will
He has
get the
not
crowd.
listed- he has
Get
not
me what?
campaigned. I did in Himachal,
Tehseen, what did you
Gujarat,
say?
because he
No,
knows
one minute,
that
one
he's
minute,
going
one
to
minute,
get
one
coming
minute.
in
Mr.
Gujarat.
RP Singh,
They are
he
going
said
to
something.
lose badly in Gujarat.
1 minute. Tehseen Poonawala, what did you say that you accept the challenge? Get you what? You said get me what?
I said if I had that kind of a budget, I
No,
would
are
also
you
get
saying
that
this
kind
is
of
a
crowds.
paid crowd? Is that what
Sorry?
you're saying? That this is a
No.
paid crowd? That people are being paid to turn up on streets? RP Singh?
I'll answer that. I am saying if 5 crore rupees is spent for half
This
an hour,
clearly shows
5 crore
their
rupees,
bankruptcy.
that
This clearly
shows the kind
shows
of
the
money power
bankruptcy of the
BJP
Congress
has.
and the colleagues and the friends of the Congress party. No, this clearly shows your bankruptcy.
Either you talk or
I give you a
I'll talk.
challenge
If you
against
shout,
Mr.
I can't
Poonawala.
talk.
20%,
Okay, you finish, then I'll
even
answer.
20% of the crowd. You can't get even 20%
Double
of the
the crowd
crowd
with this kind of money.
which Prime
Double
Minister
the
draws
crowd.
here. And
Double.
No. What do you mean by double the crowd by the money? Are you paying people the money? What do you mean by crowd by money? Are you saying that Bharat Jodo Yatra? We all know how you gathered money in Bharat Jodo Yatra. You force people, the Jaldiwala and the Rediwalas and the Khomchawalas to force.
Now look at the people now. 1 minute. Let's focus on these pictures. Let's for a moment go full frame to this. 1 minute, gentlemen. 1 minute. 1 minute, Mr. RP Singh. I'll come back to you. You can make the point.
What did Congress do?
Let's go. What do you see on your screen? Look at the number of people. Tehseen Poonawala would have us believe, or that's the charge at least on the BJP, that this is a paid crowd. This is Prime Minister Modi at the Netaji Bose Memorial in the heart of Ahmedabad. Tehseen Poonawala, Mr. RP Singh is saying that look, the crowd is paid. It is sponsored.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Can I
But you
please be allowed to clarify
said that
what
you
I'm
take up the challenge. If you have the funds, you will get the crowd.
Yes, I stand by that. If you allow me to clarify without somebody
they were
interrupting, I'll
collecting money,
explain.
they were
No, otherwise
forcing
I
poor
can
people to pay money for that Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Okay.
2,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. They were asking them, otherwise we will not allow you to squat here.
Oh, he is responding.
Remember
Okay.
that? It was there in the media.
Okay, can I please make my
clarify?
point?
Yes.
How did the
Yes.
force people?
What did you mean, Tehseen, when you said that?
BJP.
I am saying this very, very categorically. If the kind of money the Honorable Prime Minister is spending for half an hour to go and see dead people who got 4 lakh rupees as ex gratia compensation, he spends 50 lakhs on photographs. It is shameful, and this kind of budget no other political party has.
You're
50
twisting
lakhs
it.
for photographs
Poonawala,
to
you're
meet
twisting
people
it
who are
now.
dead victims.
You are twisting
RTI
it.
said that. Should we not be ashamed of it? Should we not be ashamed of
RP
it?
Singh is
This
answering.
no money.
Just now
RP
said
Singh,
he-
quick response.
Pranesh
Mr.
asked
Raja
you about
Gopalan,
the
I'm coming to you
crowd.
next.
You said, Pranesh asked you about the crowd. You said that if I have this much of money, we can get this much of crowd. When I challenge you,
Much
that
bigger.
even 20%
More crowd will
of
come in.
crowd,
24
Mr.
media
Rahul
coverage,
Gandhi
more
can draw.
crowd will come in.
And I give a challenge to you again.
Can I make one point, please?
Ms.
Pranesh,
Zariwala,
I'd like to
I'm
comment.
coming to you. Ms. Zariwala, 1 minute.
The media is wrong. You too also speak on that.
Now,
same
Mr.
channel.
Raja Gopalan,
Times now is giving you more time than me.
is this not an insult of the people who've turned out today?
So totally, Mr. Tehseen Poonawala should understand why you become another Mallikarjun Kharge. Don't be like that, Tehseen. You have a long time to go. Future is there for you. You have to have at least a dignified debate in this, because my understanding is A.K. Anthony report. Please read that. Sanjay Jha and Mr. Tehseen Poonawala should read that. I have a copy. If you want, I can share that with you. The point is, Mallikarjun Kharge's bad mouth has resulted in BJP getting landslide victory. Because of one reason, I tell you, Congress should understand they are RIP, rest in peace, finished. Congress is a totally decimated, organization. Congress lost its relevance in Indian politics. Congress will never come. Bharat Jodo Yatra. What is that, Tehseen Poonawala? You are talking about Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Sanjay Jha.
Do you know what is happening there?
Sanjay Jha, you've been listening
second.
to this intently.
Yeah. Pranesh, my short point is this,
Gujaratis
that I
will
think
answer
we
this.
have become extremely polarized
Gujaratis will give
here. I
answer
think
to
Mr.
Tilak
Rajagopalan
Punewala.
has got every right to support the BJP's politics. But let me tell you, Mr. Rajagopalan, a country like India doesn't just need a strong opposition, it needs a very strong Congress as well. And you cannot write
Where
off
is
a
Congress
party
with that
that still
Supreme Court
commands its
apology?
lowest
Can
ebb.
Congress go
The
to
Congress
Supreme
still
Court and
commands
apologize?
21%
For
of
Chowkidar
India's
Chowk?
vote
Let's
share.
not talk over
So
each
I think
other.
you can
Mr.
wish it
Rajagopalan,
what you
let him
want,
make his point.
But I think you need to realize that India is a very vibrant democracy because several political parties, including regional parties,
Absolutely,
have a voice.
no doubts about it. But Mr. Jha, when you say that this is now, polarization has happened, both sides have done it. I mean, if Mr. Kharge wouldn't have said Raavan, you would not have a
100
situation
heads.
where PM
Not only Raavan,
had to
100
come out
heads,
and
he
said
said.
that, look, they are insulting a Ram Bhakt who's not polarizing.
Pranesh, I don't want to indulge in reading out a laundry list of abuses made against the Gandhi family.
I was
or
only on the
Congress
polarizing
leadership.
bit
I
because
just
you
want to
talked
make
about
one
it. I asked you a question.
Yeah, I do agree that the Congress party has to be smart enough to realize that Mr. Modi and the BJP's social media cell, etc., have the capability to amplify a story. And if you give them a chance, they will kind of make it a very spectacular. They have big megaphones, and they will try and completely change the the narrative, the political narrative. And the political parties have to be smart enough to sense it. To that
So,
extent,
Mr. Sanjay Jha, you are conceding that the Congress did make a blunder here by calling Prime Minister Modi Raavan. They've done that.
Well, all I'm saying is that Mr. Kharge was making that statement in a context of Mr. Modi being visible in all kinds of elections. So it is basically some kind of an allegory that people use in politics. That's what I'm saying. The BJP has used terribly repugnant
But that allegory,
language
metaphor,
against
call it
Congress
what you
leaders. I don't
want to,
India
Sanjay Jha, would you not agree has backfired on the Congress party?
Well, if it does backfire, we'll get to know on December 8th. But, I do believe, Pranesh, that the voters in India, the public of India are very discerning. Even if BJP wins or loses, it doesn't matter. But people are beginning to see the wheat from the chaff. And even if you win an election in a first-past-the-post system, please remember there is a big opposition that doesn't support a ruling party in any formation. Even when Congress was winning, we were only winning 42% of the vote.
Should the system be
58%
changed?
was not with the Congress.
Now,
So
are you demanding an overhaul, Sanjay Jha? Now, what are we saying?
Pranesh, I missed what you said.
Are you demanding an overhaul of the system? Are you not happy with the system? Is that what you're saying?
Pranesh, I do believe that, can I be very honest with you? I believe India needs a proportional representation democracy. Because in a first-past-the-post system,
We'll
I
talk
can get
about it when we get there. Mr. Rajagopalan.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Sanjay Jha is a very educated scholar. I respect him. Sanjay
coming
Jha
to you,
has got
Mr.
a
RP
very
Singh,
good
coming to you,
vocabulary.
quick response from
Unlike
Mr.
him, I cannot speak
Rajagopalan.
like that. But only one thing I would like to tell my good friend Sanjay Jha, that Congress had indulged in a lot of corruption practices. 2G, CWG, these are all certain things still fresh in the memory of the voters. That is why Congress is getting defeated, decimated. Why should not Mr. Rahul Gandhi campaign in Gujarat? What is the use of Bharat Jodo Yatra now? Where has gone in that? So Bharat Jodo Yatra is a big flop show. My understanding is in Karnataka, in Telangana, they might have done well, but not in Maharashtra and not in Madhya Pradesh. So therefore, don't get into that. My understanding of Congress is simple as that, Mr. Sanjay Jha. You and me were fighting, but you must understand the reality. A Congress leader should not go to Supreme Court and apologize for the Chowkidar Chor comment.
Huda Zariwala does not agree with what you said. Yes, Ms. Zariwala.
Pranesh, all I'd like to mention here is between the war of words between BJP and Congress, where are the issues of the people? I, being a supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party, would like to ask that BJP is clearly rattled by the presence of Aam Aadmi Party being a clear contender against BJP. Congress does seem to have lost its luster and its significance as of now in the Gujarat politics. These war of words as they should not have happened, but then it has been given
Okay,
undue
now before
importance.
I get Mr. RP Singh to respond to that, Tehseen, even the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that the Congress is not in the fight.
I'll give Ms. Zariwala a challenge on this show. Can Ms. Zariwala name 9 seats where Aam Aadmi Party is winning in Gujarat? Just 9 seats. 9 seats, let her name it on this show. That these are the 9 seats Aam Aadmi Party.
I can definitely give you more than 9 seats. In fact, 3 seats have been, mentioned by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, let us wait for the election results. Let us actually wait for Aam Aadmi Party to make its mark and significance. We're talking about the rally of the... We're talking about the rally of Prime Minister Modi.
No, Ms. Zariwala, let me ask you this. You said you are an AAP supporter. What do you, as an AAP supporter, and Mr. Kejriwal refers to himself as Hanuman Bhakt, Ram Bhakt, what do you make of this Raavan attack on Prime Minister Modi?
Any kind of attack should be condemned, be it by the Congress or by the BJP.
Raavan. The BJP says Congress demonized Prime Minister Modi, called him Raavan. Your thoughts?
I have 2 aspects to it. I mean, there are 2 sides of the coin. As Mr. Sanjay Jha mentioned, that clearly it was not intended directly at Prime Minister Modi ji. It was more like like a comparison, like he is omnipresent. So is he Raavan? Now that being said, also that should not have been taken as a comment, as a direct comment. Yes, it should be condemned.
Mr. Modi, but you see, Ms. Zariwala, Prime Minister Modi is saying that this is an insult of Ram Bhakt. I am one Ram Bhakt. He's turned it into an attack on Ram Bhakts.
I believe that is not what Mr. Kharge intended to do.
No, but what's wrong if Prime Minister Modi says that he is a Ram Bhakt, if Arvind Kejriwal can say he is Hanuman Bhakt?
Absolutely. Mr. Modi is clearly a Ram Bhakt. Any kind of insult should be condemned, but then all the insults from the BJP should also be condemned. I mean, they should not be one-sided. We cannot forget the kind of
it can't be one-sided
by the BJP as well.
Thank you. First, let me come back to what Tehseen Poonawalla said, that the crowd which was there are being paid or they have been brought after paying some money. Mr. Poonawalla,
I have not said that. I said the BJP has the highest funds
on this oncoming elections. You said that if I have that much of money, if we have that much of money, we can gather more crowd. You just now said that we have more money, we can gather more crowd.
Chalo, you say
the
what you
crowd
want.
doesn't come with money, sir. Crowd comes with the leader, his leadership quality, what he delivers on ground. That's the reason for crowd to come there. And then the love and affection which Gujaratis are showing towards the Prime Minister, this is not a paid crowd. Like I don't want to say that Bharat Jodo Yatra, I just told you that how money was collected in Bharat Jodo Yatra, forcefully collected from poor people, and they were told to pay 2,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees coupon. Otherwise, they were not allowed to put them there, chapra or square. They were not allowed to put a squat there. So that's clear. But
now,
yes, Gujaratis
I would once again,
and they will properly.
I would like to draw your attention, all of your attention, to the pictures from Ahmedabad. Now, Tehseen, I'm sure you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
This is a live feed. Now, are you suggesting, I'm asking you again, is this support for Prime Minister Modi or is this all sponsored?
I am making it extremely clear. The kind of money the BJP spends on propaganda with 24-hour coverage is vulgar. Imagine 50 lakhs spent when he goes to meet people who have died off a bridge, only on photography. 5.5 crores on event management. It's terrible.
Pranesh, understand what he's saying. The amount of the money which is spent on publicity to gather people. You are saying that we are asking people to come and we are spending money for to get.
The RTI said it. The RTI showed the documents. Gujarat government at 5.5 crore rupees was spent when Prime Minister Modi went to Morbi. Why?
Which you can see
Why did you have
on
to pay
your
50 lakhs
channel
photograph Prime
now,
Minister went there? Whose money is it?
It's being pushed because of
what was event management 2 crores? I'm asking you.
Tehseen Poonawalla, you're back to that argument now. Mr. Rajagopalan told you. Mr. Rajagopalan told you that if that is a concern or a grouse, you go to the people with it. Tell them to not vote for the BJP. Mr. Rajagopalan.
Yes, absolutely correct. Will Tehseen Poonawalla go to the people and say don't vote for BJP? Because, Sanjay Jha is an erudite person. Mr. Tehseen Poonawalla is my dear friend. You both are wasting time in supporting Congress. In 2024, Congress will be further decimated. You will feel sorry. Don't be abusive like Mallikarjun Kharge. Mallikarjun Kharge went to one extent saying 100 heads of Raavan. He did not stop with one Narendra Modi. He compared with 100 heads, Pranesh.
No, but Mr. Rajagopalan, you are saying Congress will be finished, but the people in the Congress will say that, look, Rahul Gandhi is also visiting temples. His social media or Twitter is flooded with pictures where he's offering prayers at the temple.
More in the minority than in the majority community. Because AK Antane report I have, why they have not answered to me, either Mr. Sanjay Jha or Tasim Poolamwala. Why
I have a question.
Is ignored?
I have a question for Rajagopalan. Rajaji, I have a question for you. When was the last time BJP spoke on actual issues? Spoke on issues of corruption, spoke on issues of health, spoke on issues that matter.
Can I say that? Can I say, Pranesh?
Yeah, answer. Yes, Mr. Rajagopalan.
And I have a question as well.
Pranesh, let me answer that.
Okay, let's hear from the BJP first. Okay, RP Singh, yes.
Again, I'm coming on the same issue. Let's talk about health. Today, Ayushman Bharat covered 10 crore families, almost 50 crore people, 5 lakh health insurance for each one of them. Today, farmers, more than 10 crore farmers get Kisan Samman Nidhi. Today, more than 3 crore people has got houses, roof on their head. Today, every house has electricity. Today, almost 90% people have a tap water system now. Give me a second, ma'am. Give me a second now. You said what we have done. Give me a second, ma'am. Give me a second. Now let me compare this with what Mr. Kejriwal has done. In Delhi, there are 1,050 schools, out of which 800 schools don't have principals, 415 schools don't have vice principals. Give me a second, man.
Let him answer. You asked him a question, Ms. Zariwala. Let's be civil. Let him respond.
In Delhi, 16,832 temporary teachers. The AQI level in Delhi today is 396.
Okay, so Mr. RP Singh, you are saying Vikas and Astha, no, Vikas and Astha hand in hand, they go hand in hand. Okay. Now, Mr. Rajagopalan, you were saying something, and Tehseen, I'm coming to you. I know you have a question for him. Yes.
I cannot speak like with the good accent of Aam Aadmi Party. My English is very, very poor. I cannot compete with her foreign accent. My only experience is that Aam Aadmi Party should also answer why Kejriwal did not reply to Satyendra Jain's sacking. As a jail minister, he cannot enjoy the perks and privileges.
No, we'll talk about it, Mr. Rajagopalan. We'll talk about it. That's our next debate. We'll talk about it. Let's just, for a moment, speak about Gujarat.
Coming back to Ravan, the Aam Aadmi Party should clearly indicate whether they support Narendra Modi or Mallikarjun Kharge.
Tehseen.
Gujarat, textile industry.
Yeah, okay, I ask your question, then we'll have to move out.
Ms. Zariwala, just two quick points. I just have 2 quick points. Number one, continuously this topic is being made about Ravan. I agree that you should not use that kind of language. But I want to ask Rajagopalan ji, on the floor of Parliament, Naresh Agarwal said the most derogatory things about Lord Ram. The BJP took him in the party. Mahesh Sharma on the floor of the House said there is no evidence of Masita. The BJP gave him a ticket. The BJP has continuously insulted Hindus. When the BJP does it, it's kosher. When the BJP West Bengal president says the most derogatory things about Madhura.
RP Singh, let RP Singh respond to that. Mr. Rajagopalan, I'll bring you in after that. RP Singh, respond to that.
Yeah, I have one more point.
No, let him answer this, Tehseen. Yes.
Sure.
Well, people in the country knows on whose agenda Ram Mandir was, and then from 80s, can I complete, sir, Mr. Punewala? Since 80s, Ram Mandir was on our agenda, and then fulfill the agenda. Also, people also know who said the first right on the resources of the country is to the minorities, specifically in Muslims. We all know that it was Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ji who said so. So people know who's real Hindu or people who believe in the Indian culture and Indian culture. So people know that. So
Pranesh,
don't compare. People can understand when
okay, people can understand. We'll hear what the people decide on December 8th. I'm completely out of time on this one. Tehseen, I'll have to move on, please. I'm under compulsion to move on. I thank all of you, RP Singh, Sanjay Jha, Tehseen, Huda Zariwala, Mr. Sanjay Jha, for joining us. We are moving on.